I know this is unrelated to everything else, but one of my favourite running gags in the Sonic franchise is the fact that he just sleeps in a race car bed. I'm so glad they called back to that in the movie. Anyway.
I sleep in a racing car, do you?
Sonic, Tails, wake up! It's war.
Good God, y'all! What is it good for?
Going to the Acorn Castle makes sense of why he was woken up in the middle of the night for an urgent summons. Sonic finds Sally in a conference call with the president of Station Square. Shortly before this, to boost diplomatic relations between the two states, Sally had provided Gunn with all of the data they had available on Eggman, just in case he were to attack again. This information was fed directly into Station Square's advanced military AI, which, upon processing the data, came to the logical conclusion of Eggman delenda est, and fired nuclear warheads at Robotropolis. Mondo ouch indeed. While getting rid of Eggman once and for all would be handy, the fallout from the nukes would have a cataclysmic effect on the surrounding wildlife. There's 20 minutes until the nuke lands and nothing left to be done. Except, of course, get the fastest thing alive to chase it down. At this point, Sonic makes quite possibly the darkest joke in the history of the franchise. It's not all over till the fat man sings. Sonic rushes to Robotropolis to offer a temporary truce to warn Eggman about the incoming nukes, about 5 seconds before Eggman's own defense system kicks in and sounds the alarm. Sonic explains that they're both kinda in shit as a result of these nukes. Eggman then reveals a trump card of his own. He has an anti-nuke defense barrier, so the only people fucked as a result of this military snafu are the citizens of Knothole themselves. Thinking quickly, Sonic decides to take down the barrier to force Eggman's hand in shooting down the missiles instead. The final plan is a little more improvised as Eggman tries to stop Sonic and Tails from achieving this. Ultimately, they manage to get the force field to go up after the nukes are within the perimeter. The outside world is safe from the fallout and Robotropolis gets nuked to absolute shit. A few people literally died as a result of this action, by the way, such as Nate Morgan, but honestly, who ever gave a flying fuck about Nate Morgan, of all characters? Okay, you're probably wondering at this point, it sounds well and good and all, but how does the Republic of Suriname fit into all of this? Well, I know I like the clickbaitier titles for these videos. I also like to provide exactly what is said on the tin. In this case, it is a bit of a stretch though by my own admission, so feel free to disagree with any of this train of thought. But here's my case. A separate twist in the Archie comics was that Mobius, Sonic's planet, and Earth, the one we're familiar with, are in fact one and the same, just offset by a millennium or two. So places and landmarks on Mobius correspond to places on a real-life world map. Archie also didn't like subtlety that much, so we can line up a few places quite easily. The best example being the country of Down Under, which is very clearly analogous to good old Australia. They also very conveniently provided a world map of Mobius for us, with a lot of the continents both looking similar to Earth's, and the names being very close. For example, Sumercia just being short for South America. So in this arc, we know that Station Square fired the nuclear warheads, and on Mobius they're confirmed to be just about over here. Matching that up against an Earth world map, that would be approximately the Republic of Suriname. In other words, future Suriname nukes Eggman into oblivion, completely unintentionally. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.